Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, retold by Bhaskar Yogacharya. In the previous episode, we learned about Gyan Vigyan Yoga. Today we shall begin with Adhyay 8, Akshara Brahma Yoga. The 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is Akshara Brahma Yoga. In this chapter, Sri Krishna reveals the importance of the last thought before death. If we can remember Krishna at the time of death, we will certainly attain him. Thus, it is very important to be in constant awareness of the Lord all the times. Thinking of him and chanting his names at all times. By perfectly absorbing their mind in him through constant devotion, one can go beyond this material existence to Lord's supreme abode. Arjun said, "O Supreme Person, what is this Brahman? What is that which exists in the individual plane? What is action? And what is that which is said to exist in the physical plane? What is that which is said to be existed in the divine plane? O Madhusudan, how and who is the entity existing in the sacrifice here in this body? And at the time of death, how are you to be known by people of concentrated minds?" The blessed Lord said, "The immutable is the Supreme Brahman. Selfhood is said to be the entity present in the individual plane. By action is meant the offerings which bring about the origin of the existence of things. The which exists in the physical plane is mutable entity, and what exists in the plane, divine plane, is the person. O best among embodied beings, I myself am the entity that exists in the sacrifice in this body. And at the time of the death, anyone who departs by giving up the body while thinking of me alone, he attains my state. There is no doubt about this. O son of Kunti, thinking of any entity, whichever it may be, one gives up the body at the end. He attains that very one, having been always engrossed in its thought. Therefore, think of me at all times and fight. There is no doubt that by dictating your mind and intellect to me, you will attain me alone. O son of Parth, by meditating with the mind which is engaged in the yoga of practice and which does not stray away to anything else, one reaches the Supreme Person existing in the effulgent region. He who meditates on the omniscient, the ancient, the ruler, subtler than the subtle, the ordainer of everything, of inconceivable form, effulgent like the sun and beyond darkness, he attains the Supreme Person. At the time of death, having fully fixed the prana, vital force, between the inrows with an answering mind and being imbued with devotion as also the strength of concentration, he reaches that resplendent Supreme Person. I shall speak to you briefly of that immutable goal, which the knowers of the Vedas declare, into which enter the diligent ones free from attachment, and aspiring for which people practice celibacy. Having controlled all the passages, having confined the mind in the heart, and having fixed his own vital force in the head, continuing in the firmness in yoga. He who departs by leaving the body while uttering the single syllable Om, which is Brahman, and thinking of me, he attains the supreme goal. O son of Parth, to that yogi of constant concentration and single-minded attention who remembers me uninterruptedly, and for long I am easy of attainment. As a result of reaching me, the exalted ones who have attained the highest perfection do not get wrath, which is an abode of sorrows and which is impermanent. O Arjun, all the worlds together with the world of Brahma are subject to return, but there is no wrath after reaching me. Those people who are knowers of what day and night are know the day of Brahma, which ends in 1,000 yoga,